Well, you need to know the available search tools that are out there for you to use, beyond Google, beyond Yahoo. Understand a little bit how it works. Not necessarily you don't have to know the inner workings and coding and all that good stuff. It's kind of like turning on a light switch. You know the light comes on, you know there's electricity through it, you don't need to know really how it works. And know how to use those tools, and then, more importantly, evaluate the results that you find with those tools. Some of the characteristics of the internet. It's a vast place. Tons of information out there. Convenient. It is so easy just to sit down and jump on a search engine and type in your topic. The web versus print. Now, when I talk about print, yes, I'm talking about physically printed journals. But then those journals are archived in huge databases that you have access as a student through Ivy Tech. You can access those databases. So when I talk about print, I'm talking about things like JAMA, the Journal of American Medical Association. Any professional journals. On the web, anyone can be a superstar. Anyone can be an expert. Any half-witted troglodyte, caveman, with web access can set up a website. I can become an expert on brain surgery. I set up a website, I give myself a name, and all of a sudden I'm an expert. Well, obviously, I don't have the credentials. My credentials won't be listed. They'll be vague on the website. Or they may be non-existent. Probably a lot of plagiarism. Plus, if I've started a website and I have a cause célèbre, I'm petitioning for the legalization of marijuana, well, my opinion is going to be biased on that website. It's not going to be very balanced, and no one has checked me to say that, hey, this guy's, doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. And the publication info may not be listed on a website. Now, if you go out there and you're doing medical research and you come to, let's say, locally, you go to Union Hospital's website. All the information regarding that topic, if it's kidney transplants, kidney dialysis, you'll find information about kidney dialysis. It is a credible website. But again, it is not the premier published information and research that has been done over the last 20 years regarding that topic. You may get an overview. The point is you need to recognize that. Now with print, if I submit an article to, again, for an example, to the Journal of American Medical Association, there is an extensive process that one goes through. The credibility of the author is checked. There are professionals who read those articles and review them for any kind of inaccuracies or solid research or research flaws. So there is a strict review of qualified manuscripts for these publications. Reaching these publications is kind of what I want to talk about today. Again, when you come away from here, I want you to know, hey, there's two sides of the web. I can go to I call it the visible web and the invisible web. Okay. Again, technology is great. Technology is great. But if you're doing a research paper in an English class, you're going to need more than just your phone. Now, you may be able to do your phone. Hang on. I'm not sure about the journals, though. Right. And, the technology is great. Kindle's great. But the visible web, you can reach this information. As you said, you got a Google app. You just press that, fill in your search terms. However, the content found by general search engines, they will not find the information that's in, well, I call it the virtual library, but Ivy Tech's library. Just a brief overview. Again, Google sends out crawlers. That's how it searches. Some of you may already know that. Some of you probably don't care how it's done. I know. But it sends out, or they're called crawlers. They go out and seek, they survey websites. Then they index them. And then it's indexed in Google. And so it's a massive undertaking. You put in your key search terms. And, pardon me? And we're going to talk about search term, keywords, because I had that this week with a student. But to let you know, when you set out to use Google and put in your key search terms, it's not going to find those items in the Ivy Tech library. It's not going to find something that's indexed in EBSCOhost database, which is one of the biggest databases in the world of professional documents. Well, why? Well, there's a subscription component to those databases. Ivy Tech has to pay for you guys to have access to those databases.